You see, by the time I was born, Star Wars was already a franchise running 21 years by the time. So, wait, holy shit. In the 77 they already had movies in color? Woo! They were flying at... sorry, I had to make the joke. Um, I was 2 by the time that Toy Story made a direct reference to one of the scenes. And I had to ask my parents, hey, what happened there? And they just went, ah, it's just a Star Wars reference. Oh. So today I will be explaining you what I think happens in the movies. As you see, I never even watched them, as I feel like at this point I have just the general idea of what happens in the movies. I have seen people make reference parodies, fucking whatever. I don't care to watch them. I don't care. Maybe one day I will do it, but I don't care. So I resume you the movies. First movie. There is this kid. No, he's like. There is this teen. And he's like, oh yeah, I want to become a Jedi or whatever. And my name is Anakin Skywalker. And I want to become a Jedi. And he finds this old man that I forgot his name. And he goes in fucking adventures. And people always forget what happens in those. I know Jar Jar Binks was there. You know, and it's the whole hero journey, and just put hero's journey here, and yeah, it happens. And in the first movie, they go and rescue someone, yeah, and they have this battle in the sand, or maybe that is the fourth movie. But Jar Jar Binks is there. He is apparently the most annoying thing ever, and everybody hates the first movies for that. And everything culminates in the third movie, that is the one everybody remembers. I think the guy that says "do it," it's there. Yeah, he's part of the first 3. And well, then our main guy. That, by the way, I always like ask myself, like, people know by the start of these movies that he's going to turn into the bad guy, right? How do people feel about that? Like, isn't it like kind of predictable? Doesn't that make everything kind of predictable, in my opinion? Oh well, so yeah, he starts going like, oh, maybe I should use and start learning and become like more powerful and learn the powers of the bad guys, and he's all like that. Oh yeah, the robot that looks like a grasshopper, he's also there, and they fight him and all that, and he turns evil and he learns the powers of the evil guys, and because he wants to have both powers, because obviously you are not happy only having the power to control other people's mind, but you also need the power to just shoot lightnings out of your fingers, obviously, because one is not a lot more overpowered than the other, obviously, not at all. Oh, and Yoda is there, and he's trained by Yoda, I think. That reminds me that I also need to put the Clone Wars, the entire series of the Clone Wars is there at some point, I think between the second and the third one. Yeah. Oh, and then third one. He kills some children because he has these dark powers. He just decides to kill some kids. And then the old man comes at him. Oh, also, there is this guy that has a purple lightsaber because he was a really famous actor. He said that he will do the role only if they gave him a purple lightsaber. Apparently, everybody hates their guts because it doesn't make any sense in the big scheme of the plot of the movies. I don't know why I remember that. Oh, and then they come, they fight. Old man. Old man throws main boy into. At this point, let's just call him Darth Vader, Mini Darth Vader. He throws Mini Darth Vader into the fire. he burns all his body and he's good, and there's this part when they go, oh, I have the high ground, right? And then he burns his body and he turns into Darth Vader. Holy shit, what a surprise, holy shit. And he was like, no! Yeah, now we can start with a movie that obviously was in black and white, in which they use a lot of more normal effects. They actually show how they make like the chips are not as big as they actually are. It's really interesting. I once saw a video talking about the special effects, and I haven't watched the movies myself. The first movie is this kid that is the son of the other guy, and he gets in love with this other girl that he doesn't know is his sister, and he gets trained by this guy that I believe killed his dad. Was that the plot? He goes into like a place to train, and he helps with the help of the two robots. What is the name? C-3PO, and the other name is El Arturito. And they go, and then there is this bad guy that has the star, and he's going to threaten to destroy the planet or whatever. And they go and just go into their planes and enter, and there is this whole scene when he goes into a hole that is super small, and he's able to go in. And they destroy the whole thing, and they run away, and they are able to be safe. Oh, also, Indiana Jones is there. The second movie apparently just copies the first one and just does it like the same exact thing, just characters are older. And in the last movie, maybe, or maybe it's the ending of the second one, I don't know. They have this whole scene when they are about to kill Darth Vader. And they are fighting, and Darth Vader throws main character into a hole, and he goes, "Oh no, I will die because you killed my father." And he goes all like, "Oh, I am your father." Like, again, that reveal makes no sense if you're watching the movies in order. But I guess at this point, even the creators expect you to already have the general idea, so there is no surprise. You know, at this point. Into society, that scene is so parallel that no one will be ever surprised by it ever again. I don't know what happens in the last movie. I will assume main character boy and main character Leia, just notice that they are brothers, and it gets their relationship to be pretty fucking awkward. Then we have the new sequels, the new movies. Also, quick thing. The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is about how this man that apparently I always thought he had like a super important role until someone just tell me, oh no, he actually just appears for like for like a couple of scenes, and he looks cool, and people like him and people love him, and he has like a ton of merchandise, right? Well, there is this other dude that he looks like him, but it's not him, because like clones or something, or something. I feel like maybe that is just his whole suite, and this is like a prequel of the prequels. So it's like he's taking care of Yoda, and his baby Yoda now, and people all make memes about it, and Disney just gets their pockets completely brimming with money, just loving it, just selling merchandise like it's free. Sorry. So now the other movies are about how there is now this guy that is named Kylo Ren. Apparently people find him really sexy. I don't see it. And there is this whole plot about enemies to lovers, and I know there is two characters that people were hoping would be gay, but Disney just went, no man, we don't do that here. And the Kylo Ren dude is supposed to be in some way the representation of the fans that no one loves, because not even the fucking franchise cares about him. but they are still buying everything. So we can continue to make movies. Goes Mr. Mickey Mouse. Whatever. Make a freaking animated remake of the fucking movies. That will be a waste. I will actually watch that. So yeah, that is the whole franchise. Oh yeah, I forgot. There is this Christmas special that has aerobics. The main characters are all Chewbacca's. Oh, I forgot. Chewbacca is on the movies. I forgot. He's a character. And there is also these other tiny guys that are also at some point in the movies that look like teddy bears, and apparently everybody hates them, but I think they look cute. Right? And yeah, there is this aerobics. They are all speaking in gibberish, and people hate those Christmas specials because, like, where are these in the great scheme of things? In the blood, where is the blood? So yeah, qualify how well I did it based on a scale in which you have to take in account that the number 4 is actually a number 1, and the number 1 is actually a number 4. So the number 7 is 7, and the 8 is 8, and the 9 is 9. But the other numbers are like in reverse. So please qualify me. I will be very thankful. Bye. Oh, also, there is this whole thing about this toy that was of a character that appears for a couple of seconds, and because people are freaking stupid, people now want the whole collection, and as kids, no one bought them, so now it's hundreds of dollars because of course it is.